Well, welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Borderland Blitz, sponsored by Southwest University. I'm Adrian Ochoa.
And I'm B. Martinez. Now, Adrian, we have reached the midpoint of the high school football season. Week number 7, man, it's been flying by.
Oh, yeah, lucky number 7, at least for some teams tonight. Quite a few teams still undefeated at this point of the season. Everybody, though, looking to get another win in district play. Let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's starting lineup. Our game of the week is in District 1-6A. The Pebble Hill Spartans taking on the Montwood Rams, who would get their second win in district play.
We'll then head to Eastwood High School. Now the Troopers hosting the Franklin Cougars, two teams looking for a bounce back after tough losses last week. And then we'll check in on the Del Valle Conquistadores, a perfect 5-0 record. Could they make it 6 against the Hinks Knights?
Well, here we go. Our game of the week featured an East Side showdown in District 1-6A. The Montwood Rams taking on the Pebble Hill Spartans. Now, the Rams coming off an upset win against Franklin last week, but they would be tested against a tough Spartan squad. Let's go to the SAC, the OG SAC, the original one. Winner of this game would pick up their second win in district play. First quarter, Pebble Hill's quarterback Joe Fernandez with the big pass to Julian Vasquez for the touchdown. 7-0 Pebble Hills. Then Montwood trying to get something going. Damian Briano going to launch it up here, but it's going to get picked off by Cesar Perez. And that's going to set up this play as Fernandez to Dorian Jaramillo. The handoff there made it 14-0 Pebble Hills. And then Pebble Hills again. Fernandez going to hand it off to Zarian Quarles. And run, Zarian, run! Nothing but green turf in front of him. 55 yards for the house call. 21-0 Pebble Hills. But right before the half, Montwood's Damian Briano gonna fake the handoff here, but no, I'll keep that myself. Jukes off the defender there, and just like that, Montwood on the board now. It's 21-7 Pebble Hills at the half, and then in the third quarter, it's 28-7 Spartans, and they're gonna tack on some more, knocking on the door again. Fernandez to Dorian Jaramillo, all alone in the end zone. Count it. Spartans pulling away as they improve to 2-0 in district play. Final score tonight, 38-7. Let's go ahead and hear now from those victorious Spartans.
The word of the week is grit. That's something that I think we showed when it was time on defense. We tightened up, played well at times, did a great job offense. You know, we were sky high, and then we had some ups and downs, but we fought through.
This game, we watched them last week, and they put up a lot on offense, so defense really locked in and was covering good, stopping the run. So I would say defense did better, but it was all around as a team victory.
Defense wins championships, and for the Spartans, it held true today.
Yeah, so true. What a true statement, right? Well, staying in District 1-6A, the Franklin Cougars paid a visit to East El Paso tonight now to take on the Eastwood Troopers. Both teams looking to get back in the win column after losing their respective games last week. Now, both teams 3-3 overall and 1-1 in district play. In the first quarter, it's 2nd-3. Franklin's quarterback Lucas Garza with a pass to Ernie Powers, and he's running and dodging. Almost gets brought down, but he stays on his feet to make it to the house. And Powers through to secure a 37-yard touchdown run for the Cougars to gain a 6-point advantage. Then top of the second quarter, Garza with the connect to Santiago Perez inside of the end zone to take a 16-3 lead. But the troops not giving up. Jude Walker with a nice and easy 1-yard touchdown run to close the gap, 16-10. Now, Franklin Cougars, they win 44-27. That's correct.
Franklin, nice bounce back for the Cougars. As for Eastwood, that's their second loss in a row. And who do they get next week? Pebble Hills.
Oh,
so
that's going to be a good one.
That's going to be a tough one for the Troopers next week. But right now, let's go ahead and toss it over to Rishi Oza, who was working away from home, only one game at the SAC this week. What's up with that, Rishi?
I don't know, man. I got to figure it out. I feel maybe I lost my keys or something. But yeah, 3 games for me again this week. I did have to go to at least one game at the SAC, though. And that's where we'll start off for these highlights. The Socorro Bulldogs hosting the Eastlake Falcons. Eastlake looking to remain atop District 1-6A, while the Bulldogs trying to snap a 2-game losing streak and get back to 500. Second drive of the game right here for the Falcons. Falcons quarterback Luke Lomeli finds his receiver, Junior Trotman, to pick up the first down, and that's going to set up this beautiful catch and score right in your living room right here to Jaden Sharp. Getting the scoring started in Sac 2. That gave the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Socorro would try to answer right here. They get a good run from Eder Hernandez. He's going to do his best beast mode impression. He's going to break a couple of tackles, one right there, another right there. Finally gets dragged down, but in the end, the Falcons just too much for the Bulldogs. The big win, 42-7 for Eastlake. Next two games for me were a couple of District 1-4A matchups. We'll start with the Urban Rockets going to Mountain View to take on the Lobos. Both teams riding 2-game win streaks, both teams 3 wins overall, and both teams trying to gain ground on their district leaders. We pick up here 7-0 for the Rockets early in the second quarter. Mountain View trying to answer, and that's a good start. Big third down conversion to Angel Gomez from Michael Alcala, and that's going to set up this game-tying score from Omar Navarez right here. And this would be a big-time response drive from the Lobos. And that right there, again, is going to tie the game up at 7-7. Urban's going to get the ball back, though, and they get a potential sweet play of the week, maybe. Dallas Medina, he's going to get the snap right here. He's going to sit in the pocket. He'll roll right, and then he'll roll left, and then he's going to fire it across his body, a dart to his man, Yaciel Iniguez for the big first down. Iniguez going to break a tackle and still going. And that Medina is going to cap off this drive with a touchdown pass to a wide open Israel Martinez. Give Urban the lead again that they would not give up. Urban comes away with the victory, 27-21 for a big-time district dub. Last game for me tonight was at Isleta High School, where the Indians took on the Fabens Wildcats. Fabens trying to snap a 2-game losing streak, while the Indians looking to rebound from a 1-point loss to Austin last week to get their 5th win of the season. Now, by the time I got to this game, the teams were just coming out of halftime, with the Indians up 43-0, and they will continue to just wallop on the Wildcats. Armando Guzman's going to get a nice run here. He's going to bounce it outside, get a good block, break a tackle, go out of bounds. That would set up third down, where he would one-up himself on this play. Going to get another handoff, go outside again. He's going to break a couple of tackles right there, and then he's going to make a man miss right here, and he's going to take it the distance for the long touchdown. That made it 50-0 Indians. And Isleta, the 64-0 win. They continue to stay hot this season, improving to 5-1. And that is going to be it for me today. Not all sack games this time. Got to get a little variety mixed in there. Isleta looking real good, and Urban staying alive in a very competitive District 1-4A. Adrian V, back to you guys.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rishi. He was all over the place today, from the sack to Mountain View, then over in the valley to Isleta.
I know. I spent a little bit of time at the sack today, but I didn't stay there the whole game. So yeah. Well, in District 1-5A Division 2, the undefeated Del Valle Conquistadores, who are 5-0 in district play, or 5-0 overall and 4-0 in district play, played host to the Knights from the Hanks High School. Now, Hanks, with only 1 loss this season, they entered tonight's game 2-1 in district play. Del Valle coming out in the second half, which ended 54-0 over Hanks. Now, DV comes out strong. Joel Vizcarra runs the ball, who would run straight through Hanks' defense all the way to the end zone for the first touchdown of the second half. Now, Del Valle once again with the ball. This time it would be quarterback Camille Stark looking for the open man with a deep pass to the end zone, where he would find wide receiver Ru Nunez for the touchdown. And then Ezra Rocha runs for DV, and look at this, Adrian. He has about 4 defenders on him, but his teammates get behind him to push him out to gain some good yardage. And Del Valle would not score again. However, they do defeat the Knights in a shutout 71-0. Now, not the final result I was expecting from this game.
Obviously, by the time we got there, the game was well in hand for Del Valle. Ezra, also a Sweet Play of the Week winner yesterday, so cupcake fuel for him. Well, back in District 1-5A Division 1, we had another undefeated team hoping to keep their perfect record intact. The 6-0 El Dorado Aztecs making the trip to Northeast El Paso to take on the Parkland Matadors. First quarter here, El Dorado quarterback Elijah Isa gonna keep it himself, and Elijah takes it to the crib. Aztecs up 7-0, but on the ensuing kickoff, Parkland's Dominic Love and the Matadors are gonna love this run by Dominic, and run, Dominic, run. Calling Mr. Love as he gets the house call. That made it 7-6 because the extra point was no good. El Dorado, though, the huge victory, as you see it right there, 77-36. As a matter of fact, Ryan Estrada just continued his stellar season for the El Dorado Aztecs. The running back had 258 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns in this game. It's just incredible for Mr. Estrada.
Yeah, what an incredible game. Oh my gosh. Well, we want to remind you that you can watch the Borderland Blitz on the KVIA ABC 7C TV app. It's available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. And you can rewatch the Borderland Blitz if you want to relive the action, or if you just missed it one week, you can go ahead and replay it.
But for right now, we got plenty more to come after the break. We're going to go ahead and check in on those Chapin Huskies as they took on the El Paso Tigers tonight. Well, we had a good one over at Austin High School as the Panthers played host to the Lions from Clint. And then also the Riverside Rangers back in action, trying to keep their perfect season intact as they paid a visit to San Eli tonight. That's coming up after the break here on the Borderland Blitz.